Some good news on your check. I have the full details for you in this video. Let's get into it right now. But if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video, as I am your one and only daily advocate, and I'm very much dedicated to you and this community to be here for you right by your side to help you out in any way that I possibly can, as well as make sure that you're staying updated each and every day with all of these changes that continue happening, just like the important information we're going to be discussing right here in this video. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so we might finally have some good information and some answers to the mystery of missing checks. Yeah, this is actually a really good thing because I do know that there are a lot of you right here in this community who do receive fixed income benefits like Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, and RRB, as well as a lot of you who are low income or maybe even no income. As a result of that, I want to do anything I possibly can to make sure, like I said, you're staying updated, as well as helping you get as many benefits, money, programs, anything else that may be going on out there right now for the low income and the fixed income. Well, yesterday I was out in a video, if you happen to see it by the way, and I had some people reaching out to me saying, I don't know what's going on here. I receive monthly benefits. My check did not arrive yesterday as it was supposed to on schedule. Can you look into this? I'm worried. I'm scared. I need the money right away. Can you do some research on this? Well, I did some digging around. I wasn't able to find anything that determined why payments were not coming through, why payments were maybe delayed. So I reached out to many of you right here in the community and I said, hey, can you help me out? What's going on here? Are you experiencing anything like this as well? Well, on that video, we've gotten a lot of really great comments. As of right now, it has over 1,200 comments on that video. A lot of really good stuff there. And here is the consensus. So it all comes down to a few different factors here, which honestly, I didn't really realize. But reading through a lot of the comments on that video from yesterday kind of points it out a little bit more clearly. So here's what it comes down to. It looks like these incidents are probably more isolated than a broad incident. So it does not look like this is something that was impacting a lot of people, but rather it was something that was impacting probably a pretty small percentage of people that do receive benefits. Now remember, yesterday was the first of the month, so those people who receive SSI, Supplemental Security Income, should have received their payments yesterday. However, I was getting some communication yesterday saying, I didn't get my payment. I'm on SSI, didn't get it today. I don't know what's going on. I've been getting benefits for many years. I didn't get it. Can you help me out? What's going on here? So those are the SSI beneficiaries. However, those of you who typically receive your payments on the 3rd of the month as well, the 3rd happens to be on Sunday, tomorrow, right? Well, therefore, your payment should have arrived yesterday as well. So we got some information on that as well. So I want to talk through the details on this. Here's what it looks like. It looks like these situations are probably very isolated as far as those people who were not receiving their benefit yesterday. But here's something that I did not realize, and this was pointed out in the comments section. A couple people in the comment section yesterday reached out and said, it depends on your bank or your financial institution. Hey, this is a good point right now. So I want to take this into consideration going forward. If this actually pops up again at some point over the next couple months here, I want to look into this a little bit further. So it looks like those of you who have Direct Express, get your payments right away, like no delay. It looks like you are good to go. And in some instances, it looks like some of you were even saying that your payments do pend the day before, which is awesome too, right? Because then you know a day before that, wow, it's actually coming, right? So that's some pretty good stuff right there. However, some people did reach out and says, it depends on your financial institution or your bank. Sometimes it can take longer to actually post to the account, especially if the first lands on a weekend or a Friday. Good point. So it totally depends on the bank. Now remember, there are who knows how many banks out in the country, right? Honestly, I don't even know the number. It's probably thousands of different banks out there. So I would imagine if you're probably at a smaller, maybe like community bank or something like this is maybe where some of these issues may lie. However, if you're one of these with one of the big institutions, maybe like a Wells Fargo, a Bank of America, Citibank, Chase Bank, what are some of the other ones out there? I don't know. There's a bunch of big banks out there. My point is, if you're with any of these big ones, you're probably not going to experience any of these delays. Maybe, but probably not. It's probably the smaller community banks that may have these a little bit of a delay when it comes to your benefits actually coming through. So a couple people pointed that out, and I thought that's a really interesting point. There really shouldn't be any delays But you never know. Maybe for some reason there are delays depending on the financial institution. So some people are reaching out are actually saying, I'm supposed to get my payment, my benefit on the first of the month, but it's always a day or two late. And again, probably based on the financial institution. But the people that said that are saying, I'm always expecting it to be a couple days late, so it's nothing new for me, right? It's something that I expect because it's been going like this for many, many years. So if that's your case and you know that your payment is typically maybe a day or two or something like that late, it's probably not all that alarming. It's probably not that concerning. But it's for those of you who typically get your benefit on the first or the third of the month, and all of a sudden it arrives usually those dates, and then for some reason it doesn't show up. Well, now we're starting to get a little bit scared, right? Well, that was the situation yesterday with a few people that reached out to me saying, I didn't get my benefit. I don't know what's going on here. So again, I didn't find exactly any particular reason as to why those benefits were delayed, other than the fact maybe it was the financial institution, or maybe it's just kind of weird glitch within the system. Honestly, no real true answers coming out on that as far as, why that may have been happening. But as far as what I was finding in the comment section on that video yesterday, it looks like pretty much everybody received their payments yesterday. However, I did see a couple people saying, I didn't get it yet, but that's okay. It'll either come through pending over the weekend, or it'll arrive right away on Monday. So the vast majority of you reaching out, good news, saying, yes, I got my payment. So that is great news. And again, for those of you who reached out and talked about the financial institutions, I appreciate that. That's some really good information to actually consider going forward. Because what's interesting about this is I think it was about 2 months ago, we had this exact same situation, right? The month rolled over, and all of a sudden, there was this, I believe it was like the first or the second, maybe even the third of the month, and all of a sudden, a handful of people were reaching out saying, I didn't get my payment this month. I don't know what's going on here. Can you look into it? Well, at that time, I looked into it, and I wasn't able to find anything. But again, maybe that was the same type of situation. So seems kind of weird because previously over the last couple years here, I have not seen any comments like this coming through saying, didn't get my payment. But now all of a sudden, now that we're in 2022, a handful of months into this year so far, I've seen it twice now, 2 different months. So it makes me wonder, was there some kind of change with financial institutions or banking, or maybe the distribution of payments going on in 2022? Honestly, I don't know that. I don't have an answer for that. I have not been able to find anything in particular that points to that. But it makes me wonder if there's some kind of change that happened starting at the beginning of 2022 or something like that, as far as why some people are not getting their payments right on time as they should. So anyway, some pretty good stuff here. I'm excited about that. So thank you so much for all of you who reached out in that video yesterday, leaving your comments. Like I said in the video, honestly, this is an amazing community here. There's a lot of people here that receive fixed income benefits like Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, a lot of low income, no income, seniors, elderly, people with disabilities. Seriously, just an amazing community that we have right here. And it's videos like that yesterday where all of us can come together and truly just help each other out. Amazing stuff, right? I mean, that's what has the power in these communities like this. So amazing. So again, for all of you who reached out and left those comments yesterday, thank you once again. I really appreciate it. It's nice that we were able to come together and hopefully try to figure out this mystery as to what was going on with these payments. Now, one more thing I want to throw out there as well. This next month, May is the next month, obviously, right? We're just in April now, so obviously next month is May. But here's another thing I want to throw out there. This could potentially be happening again in May. Why do I say that? Because May 1st actually lands on Sunday. So for those of you receiving SSI, now this would only be for those of you receiving SSI on the 1st of the month, your benefit should be arriving on the 29th of the month for May, right? So April 29th, you'll be getting your next SSI payment, right? So considering the first lands on on Sunday, on a weekend, you'll be getting your payment on the Friday before. Therefore, it makes me wonder, is this going to happen again for this next month? So again, we'll have to watch it coming forward here in the next month or so to see what actually happens, but hopefully not. Hopefully all the payments come through and all is good to go in, 4 weeks or whatever when we hit the month of May. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but hopefully not, because I know everybody here in the community relies on those monthly payments so much. I mean, literally, we watch the calendar, watch those days tick by until the next payment comes through. And if you wake up in the morning and check your account or your card or whatever, and your payment is not there, I know you can feel a little bit panicked right away thinking, uh-oh, they cut me off. They canceled my benefit. What happened? Where's my money? I need it. I've been wanting to go grocery shopping today, or, whatever you need to do. So I know a lot of people really count on that money. But anyway, these are the updates that I have for you. Again, thank you so much for all of you reaching out yesterday with the great comments on that video, helping us figure out this mystery here as far as what was going on with these benefits, why they may be delayed, some really good information there. And again, thank you so much for being part of this community. Seriously, there is so many great people here, and it's so amazing to see everybody coming together and helping each other out during this time. I mean, seriously, this is exactly what these communities are all about like this. And like I've always said, my dedication and commitment to you and this community is to be here, doing all the research every single day, breaking it down into these short videos to help you out in any way that I possibly can. Now, if only we could all stick together and hammer down on Congress and get them to issue another check for us. So let's start to brainstorm. What do you say? Let's leave some comments down below and figure out, well, what can we do to get to Congress and get them to issue some checks for us. Whether it's a one-time, $2,000 check, or maybe an ongoing monthly payment, something other than a $100 gas voucher, something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to say that we're too good for $100 because we're certainly not. $100 is something that would certainly help out a lot of people right now. But I'm saying, what can we do to get to Congress now? So let's put our ideas together. If you're still hanging around watching this video, I'd love to hear some comments down below. What can we do now? So Congress is there, and we're here. We all need some support. Inflation is raging on right now. Inflation is hot, like white hot, and we need those payments. So let's work together on this and see what we can do here. Let's come up with some ideas. I'm willing to do just about anything. I will not break the law. That is not okay with me. But I'm willing to do just about anything else within the parameters of the law to get out to Congress and to help them get some payments to us. So let me know what I can do for you. Seriously, I'm here for you, and I'm willing to do just about anything, provided it doesn't involve jumping out of a plane. I won't do that either. I don't care. I don't like that stuff. I won't even go to amusement parks. I do not like roller coasters, anything like that. I know, scaredy cat, but that's totally fine with me. But anyway, let me know what I can do for you. Again, amazing community. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your day. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the over 2,300 videos right here for you. And enjoy your day. I'll catch you again later in the next update. Thanks again.